Hello and welcome to Meet the Fleet, a series of videos introducing you to the locomotives that run on the Bruceton Railway. The GWR 5700 class, or 57XX class, is a class of 060 PT steam locomotive built by the Great Western Railway and British Railways between 1929 and 1950. With 836 built, they were the most prolific class of the GWR and one of the most numerous classes of British steam locomotive. Although originally designated by GWR as light goods and shunting engines, they were also used for passenger working on branch, suburban and shorter mainline journeys. They were distributed across most of the GWR network, and after nationalisation of the railways in 1948, across the western region of British Railways and also other regions. Although not as large as the GWR Castles and Kings, they became just as much of an icon of the GWR due to their iconic design and quantity. As a result of the 1955 modernisation plan, the 5700 class was withdrawn from BR services between 1956 and 66. 19 withdrawn locomotives were sold to the London Transport Executive and Industry, of which 10 were later preserved along with the 6 that were retrieved from scrapyards. The GWR started designing and building 060 tank locomotives in 1860, and this continued into the BR era until 1956, with a total of 2,393 being built. The GWR also used 060 tank locomotives from other manufacturers' designs, and since 1898 it has always been at least 1,000 tank locomotives in stock. An early 060 tank locomotive engines were fitted with either side tanks or saddle tanks or side tanks. The Great Western first fitted pannier tanks in 1898 to 9 440 locomotives, and in 1901 to 5 060 T locomotives, which were also fitted with Belpaire fireboxes. The shape of the fireboxes gave a larger surface area, which improves heat transfer and steam production, but their larger rectangular shape made them difficult to combine with saddle tanks. Locomotives fitted with pannier tanks have a lower centre of gravity than those with saddle tanks, and access for maintenance is easier than for those fitted with saddle tanks. Sixteen 5700 class locomotives had been preserved, of which one half are from the original 5700 class, and the other half are members of the 8750 subclass. 11 are Swindon-built class members, while the remaining 5 being from outside contractors. Of the 16 engines, 5 are currently operational. 4 of the class have worked mainline trains: 7715, 7752, 7760 and 9600. As of 2020, none of the engines are mainline certified. 7715, 7752, 7760 and 9600 are stored out of service awaiting overhauls. 2 locomotives are on static display and 2 are in store. 6 locomotives are undergoing, waiting for maintenance. 1 locomotive, number 9629, is being restored and has not been in steam since it was sent to Barry Scrapyard in 1965. Despite not bearing the same number as his Thomas counterpart, 8751, on the Bruceton Railway, is nicknamed Duck for the wheel wobble which gives the appearance to the waddling like a duck. We hope you've enjoyed meeting Duck, and remember he can be seen upon request at any time. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon for another episode of Meet the Fleet.